Alright, what's up YouTube? You guys are probably watching this because you're thinking about buying an AEE Magicam. So I want to show you guys, this is the S71 model. In the box, it actually comes inside of this housing right here. And this housing is pretty cool because it can attach to all these mounts that they provide. It's pretty cool. There's some adhesive backing mounts that it can slide into. Got a number of connectors that comes with. There's another adhesive backing here. Some more mounts. This one's a clip style. So you can pretty much mount this guy anywhere. I mean, you really don't need to go buy additional mounts. That's one thing that I did like about this. There's a Velcro strap there that works with this guy too. So that housing comes with a larger backing to accommodate the LCD screen, which is actually on the camera right now. The camera also comes with a waterproof housing here. You can see I have the larger backing on this. If I wish to put the regular backing on without the LCD screen, I can do that as well. This housing does go up to 100 meters, which is pretty cool. It's like 300, it's over 320 feet, something like that. The camera does come with a remote. Pretty cool. I've used the remote a couple times, and it's a little hard to connect. I'll show you that in a later video. But once you get it going, it's pretty cool. Another thing that I liked about this camera, it actually did come with a 16 gig micro SD and an adapter. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick the LCD screen that does come with the camera. You just click on one side and then connect it like this, and your LCD screen is ready to go. One thing you have to think about when using this camera is green starts everything, red stops it. So you're essentially, to start recording, you use one button, and to stop the recording you're using a different button. A little weird to get used to, but once you get used to it, the remote is the same way as well. Green to start, red to stop recording. To power the camera on, just flip this guy to the on position right there. Beeps twice when it turns on. On the top you can view which file, and you can also view the recording mode right here, as well as battery information. On the front, we do have a couple buttons here. There's a Wi-Fi that allows it to connect to the remote and to the smartphone app. I don't have any experience in the smartphone app yet. There's a metering mode here. It's basically has to do with focusing. You can turn that on or off. There's a G sensor mode here that basically is to start recording and to stop recording based on movement. And of course, last was the power button, which I used to turn it on. Right here we have the start recording button and the stop recording. So I'm going to hit stop. Beeps twice when it stops recording. Now, because the LCD screen is attached, we do have additional buttons here which help us navigate the menu. And here's our menu button with the letter M on it here on the side. And then this guy, I believe that's like a back button to navigate the menu as well. Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you guys how to connect the remote. So down here is our power button, powered on, 2 beeps powers it on. Then turn your Wi-Fi mode on. And again, the things that are on, remember, green, red if they're off. Then we need to power on our remote. To do that, I'm going to hold the stop button and the record button for 5 seconds. This guy will turn on. There it is. We should get a message here that says wait for host. And our host is basically our camera. Now remember, this remote connects to the camera through Wi-Fi. And on our camera, we want to hit the buttons on top here to get this guy to connect. Okay, after hitting this button here on top, and I notice also my Wi-Fi symbol is on my screen right there. My remote now says press connect. So I'm going to press the button here on the bottom and wait for that to connect. There it goes, and we are connected. Now it's displaying what my LCD screen would display on the top. So just getting a Wi-Fi wireless symbol there instead now, and now all of my information is displayed here on my remote. Okay, although this guy does come with a 16 gig memory card, which you can see goes in the side here. It does not come with a HDMI cable, which is the top connection here. I believe that's micro HDMI. It's pretty small. It's pretty much the same size as the USB charger here in the middle. It does come with a charger, of course. You actually do 2 cords, so you can charge your camera and so you can charge your remote. Okay guys, today I did take some video in the 2.7K mode at 30 frames a second. I'll be uploading that to my channel. You guys can check out that test video. The 1080 video is there as well. This guy does also record in 4K, so I'm going to do some test video tomorrow in 4K on this guy. And although I'll tell you one thing I don't like about this is that the 4K only records at 15 frames a second. That's not really ideal if you're going to be doing any motion. It will look a little choppy. So I'm finding that the 2.7K is probably going to be my main mode if I really want some sharp video. If I do want 4K, it'll probably be slower movement. I'll probably do some still video, not too much moving around in the 4K. I think it'll look a little choppy. So, but I'll be sure to upload some test video in the 4K. Doing both. Okay, I also wanted to show you guys I am using this camera here with a handheld gimbal, and it's really helped to steady out some of the shots when I'm walking around or when I'm outside. Unfortunately, the mount for this guy is made for a GoPro, so right now I'm just attaching this guy with some Velcro, and that seems to be holding up pretty good. But I definitely like the fluid motion using the gimbal. And we'll have some more information on this gimbal in a later video, but essentially this is it right here. It is the G3 Ultra. This guy's on Amazon for a little over $250. And this guy itself, the camera here, right now on Amazon is just under $300. But keep in mind, you're getting a remote, you're getting housing and a waterproof housing, 16 gig card, and all the mounts, which is pretty cool. The next best option really is going to be a Hero 4 that will shoot in 4K at 30 frames a second, but I mean, you know, that is going to set you back $500 and you don't get a LCD screen. Okay, one thing I would like to show you guys in the housing itself. I want to show you how to turn it off and on. So if you go to the pool, or if you're swimming underwater, whatever, so turn your switch to on and put your camera in the waterproof housing here. Now on the top there are two buttons. If you hold down both of these buttons at the same time, I think it's 5 seconds, something like that, you can actually turn your camera off without opening the housing. This is great if you're swimming. And to turn it back on, same thing. Just hold down the buttons for 5 seconds or so and your camera will turn back on. You'll hear a beep as well. There it is. We're back on, and we didn't have to open the housing. I just want to show you guys that tip so you're not opening your housing at the pool or wherever you're swimming or on a boat.